location on. I don't know what my Bluetooth is on. I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah. But if there's ever a crime and my hair's somewhere, I keep that thing on because alibi.
That's true. It could. Yeah, you're right. No, it could work as a. Well, it could work the other way too.
It could.
Yeah. I was at home. Not according to State Farm.
Someone stole my car.
Yeah, it wasn't in my car. I let him borrow it. So the PA announcer.
Followed by 22, Bryce Hoffman. Good second. James Racking for 3. Cam Calabrese back for the Rebels. Benji Hill picks up the fall. That's his 4th. 44. Hayden Taylor shoots 2. Falls on number 2. Oh, no shot was first. Jake Harris back for the Tigers. 32, Deacon Cutshaw. Tiger Fall 32, Deacon Cutshaw is 5th. Sending Jacob dropping the line for 2. Back for the Tigers is 20, Cody Rock. That basket by 22, Bryce Conner. Princeton takes a timeout, the 32nd timeout. Tiger Fall 34. Jake Harris is the second. And bringing the line to 2. Timeout, Red Devils. Jake Cole, timeout. Follows on Lane Wisniewski is fourth. Jake Rocky shoots 2. Hayden Samuel picks up the ball, takes fifth. Jay Jolson shoots 2. Rodney Berlinski back for the Tigers. Final score of the Red Devils 59, Tigers 54.
Yeah, I got it unmuted. So we're looking to get this game going probably at about 7:20, I would say, as the varsity teams have now taken the court. And again, welcome to 99.3 WAJK. Jeremy Aiken and Jamie London, our broadcast tonight. Of course, presented by The Locker Room, your local home for all things sports. From equipment, uniforms to fan gear, it's The Locker Room. Find out more at lockerroombpb.com. And Jamie, obviously, this is kind of like rivalry week because over on 103.9 WLPO, of course, it's LP in Ottawa, and here at Hall High School are two rivals just a few miles apart as well, Hall and Princeton, and it's one of those things where whether it's football, basketball, whatever sport, the old proverbial toss out the records, it's always fun to have two rivals like this playing each other.
It is, and coming into the parking lot, you can tell it's going to be a big game because the parking lot, all the streets around Hall High School, just jam-packed full. So there are a lot of people here. There's a lot of people that have some vested interest in this game here tonight. Yeah,
big crowd here at Hall High School, and they were treated to a very good JV game that went to overtime with Hall picking up the win. The Red Devils, a little better record than Princeton coming in, but now comes, you get January, February, and into March, the important time of the year where you head into playoffs a few weeks away. So these two teams trying to better their overall records, get a better seed when it comes to playoff. And, of course, these two teams in the same conference, so looking to climb up the conference standings. There are a lot of games going on. We talked about over on WLPO, you got LP in Ottawa. Some other boys basketball matchups tonight. St. Bede's and Streator taking on Woodland. Putnam County is hosting Low Point Washburn. It's Hall of Fame night at Putnam County. Mendota, who will have tomorrow on WLPO against LP. That should be a good one. Tonight, Mendota's home to Erie Prophetstown. Streator is hosting Wilmington. Bureau Valley's home to Knoxville. Depew home to Leland. Fieldcrest to Chillicothe. And Seneca is at Midland. And we talked about, Jamie, this being a great rivalry. I know I'm from the Quad Cities. I went to Moline, so our top rival was Rock Island.
Okay.
Who was your, not to say hated high school rival, but where you went to school?
Well, so I went to Chenoa High School, which isn't a high school anymore. We were the Redbirds. It's now Prairie Central. So Chenoa, Fairbury, Forest, Strawn, like all of those towns. A ton more than that now. But Chenoa High School, the Redbirds, the rival was the Lexington Minutemen, and that was, I think, even in my parents' time, like my parents' time up to when Chenoa ended shortly after I graduated in 1996.
So there you go. It is rivalry week all around, and this should be a lot of fun with Hall and Princeton. The Hall pep band entertaining the crowd right now. It's about, I would say, 15 minutes away from tip-off here between Princeton and Hall. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we'll further break down this game and talk about our broadcast tonight. Of course, you can listen and watch tonight's game on our Starve Rock Media YouTube channel. It's one of those subscriptions that I like to say has no real small print, no catches, and it's free. Just go to YouTube, search out Starve Rock Media, subscribe, and you'll be able to watch tonight's game in high definition between Hall and Princeton. Again, tonight's broadcast presented by The Locker Room. Jeremy Aiken, Jamie London on the radio and YouTube, and Mike Sabatini behind the camera on YouTube. Back in moments. Jeremy Aiken and Jamie London back here at Spring Valley, of course, Hall High School, featuring the Hall Red Devils and Princeton Tigers. They've now posted the starting lineups for tonight's game. So we'll go ahead and go through the visiting team. The Princeton Tigers, who are coached by Jason Smith. Princeton starting lineup, number 2, Steele Brokaw. Number 5, Jack Oster. Number 10, Gavin Lanham. Number 14, Jackson Mason. And number 24 is Ryan Yeagers. Your starting lineup for the Hall Red Devils, of course, they're coached by Mike Filippini, who's been the Hall Red Devil coach for quite some time. In the backcourt, wearing 0, Grayson Bickett. Number 3 is Noah Plim. Also in the Hall starting lineup, number 4, Luke Bryant. Not that Luke Bryant, Jamie, but you sure he never hears about that name at all.
One, yeah.
Ever. Luke Bryant, the Hall Red Devil version. Also number 32, Chase Sterling, and number 33 is Braden Curran. That is your Hall Red Devil starting lineup. Of course, Hall, the home team, and Princeton, the road team. It's been a busy night. Just behind us, of course, in the auxiliary gym, the second gym, the freshman game was going on between Princeton and Hall. And I know when you came in, Jamie, you noticed what I did too. And I got here, I don't know, a little after 6, and it was already looked like it was 5,000 people in this place.
I know.
With little parking out there, so I can only imagine when it got closer to tip-off. But, yeah, there are 2 games going on at once. It is a nice crowd for sure. And still at this fairly new. Is this the first time you've been into this version of Hall High School?
It is the first time.
Yeah.
I've driven by it, obviously, a million times, but never had a reason to come in. So I'm glad I'm seeing this gym. It is spectacular.
And, yeah, you know, it's still fairly a new high school. Of course, it wasn't all that long ago. They had a referendum. I think it passed by a few votes to build this new high school. It's a beautiful gym here, and they got the windows. It's kind of a unique, I think, aspect to this gym where you have kind of the windows in the corner.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So you're not coming in here for a tornado.
No, probably not. Yeah, probably not. So looking forward to this one between Hall and Princeton. Again, a Three Rivers Conference battle between the Red Devils and the Tigers. And Hall over 500, Princeton under 500. Of course, Princeton losing one of the better players in our area to graduation last year, Noah Laporte. And Noah now playing at Northwestern, playing football. And, of course, Northwestern made a bowl game. Illinois made a bowl game as well. And I know I think there's one of the college football playoff games going on tonight. Oregon and Indiana in college, but I know the main event will be tomorrow night, Jamie. And, of course, 96.5 The Wolf will have the Bears, and 5 o'clock pregame, right?
Yes, 5 o'clock pregame, that 7 o'clock tip-off. And I do recommend listening to the pregame because the announcers always tell all sorts of funny stories. Like Jeff Joniak one week had a funny story about how he couldn't take a shower. It was an away game, and he couldn't figure out how to turn the shower on. But the announcers always tell funny stories. They give you great stats, great insights into what you are going to see at 7 o'clock tomorrow. It's always a great pregame and postgame. You learn a lot about the game in general.
And I do love that ESPN 1000 at halftime actually takes phone calls.
Yeah.
From the fans. I mean, I'm a Bears fan, and I want them to win. But let's be honest, a lot of times the phone calls are more entertaining when they're losing, especially, you know.
There's anger.
Yes, yes.
A lot of anger.
Maybe over-the-top anger. Dare I say meatball level anger. But
that's accurate.
Yeah,
that's pretty accurate.
But obviously we're hoping for a couple more broadcasts at least on 96.5 The Wolf. But we'll have tomorrow night's game with the Bears and Packers kickoff at around 7 o'clock. Remember, you know, where we're at right now in Spring Valley, I know it's silly, but we're in Spring Valley, so it's not the Chicago market. So people here, Spring Valley and Princeton, don't get the local broadcast.
Right, because they get the Quad Cities, and you need the Fox 32 Chicago or obviously Prime Video because that was a bad decision.
Yeah, it was the only game. It is the only playoff game this weekend that's only on an app.
Yeah.
Like other ones maybe on Peacock, but it's on NBC then, or Paramount, and it's on CBS. So living in Peru, I live in Peru, so it doesn't really matter to me either way. But, yeah, it's 2 minutes away, and you don't get it on
Yeah, I live in LaSalle, so I'm fine. I have Fox 32. I use Sling.
Okay.
So I get it on my Sling. I know if you don't have TV, Sling or Fubo is a good choice for you if you don't want to do the whole Amazon Prime thing, or do a free trial. You only need it for a day.
Right. I mean, I've had a lot of people. Even I have an uncle who doesn't even text, and let alone get apps. He's just as old school as you can be. There was a get together for the holidays, and I was shocked. He's a big Packer fan. Because I'm like, oh, did you miss some of the Packer games that were on Peacock or whatever? He's like, no. Or Amazon. He's like, no. He's like, that Amazon Prime pays for itself just in shipping. So it's like, I'm not an Amazon guy. I'm not trying to sell for Amazon by any means. But
this broadcast not brought to you by Amazon.
Oh, yeah. They probably heard it. Both of us on our phones are going to get nothing but Amazon ads now.
I do have a lot in my cart right now. So.
Okay. All right.
Just waiting to pull the trigger. That's all I'm doing. It's going to make me do it later, I know.
Yeah. So there you go. Just a possibility tomorrow for the Bears and Packers enjoyment. We're about 4 minutes away from the lineups here. We got a late start because of overtime with the JV game, a game won by Hall. It was back and forth, obviously, all the way through. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some other games tonight. Jeremy Aiken, Jamie London here on 99.3 WAJK, Mike Sabatini on camera. And we'll be back in a couple minutes here on 103.9. Not on 103.9. I knew we should have had an over-under, Jamie, of how many times I accidentally said our sister station, WLPO, because obviously, not to make an excuse for myself, but most games that I'm doing are on WLPO. So there's one. We should have like a jar where I had to put in $1 or something every time I say WLPO tonight. But we're on 99.3 WAJK, of course, on the WAJK app, on our Starbuck Media YouTube channel. And you can also find us if you have an NFHS Network subscription. You can also find Starbuck Media there. Back as we're getting close to a tip-off here at Spring Valley between Hall and Princeton. Jeremy Aiken and Jamie London back here at Hall High School. It is Hall and Princeton coming up on almost did it again, 99.3 WAJK. Twice now, and we haven't even had tip-off yet for the varsity game. And the game, again, going to tip off probably at about 7:20 here. We'll have a broadcast tomorrow on 103.9 WLPO. And it should be a good one, too. The better teams in our area, LP and Mendota. That'll be at 3 o'clock, a matinee. So they didn't plan it that way, but it works out well, Jamie, because you get a 3 o'clock game. You'll have plenty of time once that basketball game's over tomorrow to have dinner and get ready for the Bears-Packers.
Plenty of time.
Yeah. I mean, they came out with that schedule before the season started, but it's amazing.
They knew.
They must have. They must have been looking ahead. So kudos to the athletic directors at Mendota and LP for doing a 3 o'clock Saturday tip-off so fans can get back home and watch the big Bears-Packers game tomorrow night.
Because those games are all over the place in the NFL this weekend. So
yeah, I think there is like a
Saturday
3
night.
o'clock game tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so there's an afternoon, a night, and then Sunday. it's all over the place. And then the Monday night game, of course. And then that wraps up Wild Card Weekend, and then we'll see where we are after that.
I think the first game is the Rams and the Panthers, which is basically the NFL saying, yeah, of all the games, this is the one that's going to be least. I mean,
Yeah.
It's the NFL. They could put no matter what team people are going to watch.
Right.
But Panthers and Rams is probably the least attractive of all the opening round matchups, so they tend to put that one there right at the 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock on a Saturday. As soon as the Bears and Packers were matching up, you had to know they were going to be in the primetime slot, whether it was Saturday, Sunday, or Monday.
Exactly.
Because there's no New York teams. The Cowboys aren't involved, and of course the Chiefs aren't involved. So
Yeah.
Bears Packers pretty much become the biggest draw in that. So we're going to step aside the national anthem as they honor our nation here. We'll be back in a little over a minute. Jeremy Aiken, Jamie London on 99.3 WAJK and our Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. Nice job, as always, done by the Hall Pep Band of the national anthem. And again, the starting lineups coming up. Our game tonight, once again, want to mention the Locker Room, presenting sponsor for our broadcast season, really, of high school and junior college sports here on 99.3 WAJK and 103.9 WLPO as well. From equipment, uniforms to fan gear, it's the Locker Room. Find out more at lockerroombpb.com. Of course, we'll have heat checks throughout the night as we noticed, Jamie, if there are some players that start making about every shot get hot. Our heat checks are brought to you by Town & Country Services. New sponsor alert. Ottawa Honda keys to the game. Welcome, Ottawa Honda. We'll have a second half adjustment brought to you by our friends at Heartland Auto Body. Spring Valley City Bank tonight bringing you the second and fourth quarter. And, of course, when the game is over, Jamie and I will pick a player of the game brought to you by Illinois Valley Credit Union. We'll go ahead and get to our Ottawa Honda keys to the game. The key to tonight's game brought to you by Ottawa Honda. Ottawa Honda, proud to support local high school basketball. Alec and the team of Honda experts would love to meet you. Stop by Ottawa Honda in person today or visit ottawahonda.net anytime. Of course, we welcome Ottawa Honda with, of course, the formerly Bill Walsh dealerships.
Yes.
And I know there's a few other different dealerships that have come into Ottawa, so we wish them the best of luck. And want to thank Ottawa Honda for sponsoring tonight's key to the game. And if you're Hall, Jamie, as always, I think when you're the home team, you always want to get off to a good start and get your fans. I mean, you can see the Hall student section. They're right on top of the game.
Yes, they are, and they are. I doubt they're going to sit down for a while.
Yeah, they're young. They can stand up the whole time. But
old fogies need to sit for a
minute.
minute.
And we're kind of thankfully on the other side of the gym, so we don't have to be old farts and tell them, sit down in front. But, it'd be key for Hall, I think, to get the crowd behind them, and you just feed off that momentum. And we are underway. The tip-off is won by the Princeton Tigers. Princeton wearing their road blues with the gray numbers. You'd say gray, wouldn't you, Jamie? Is that silver
I would say
or gray?
gray.
Yeah. Shot is missed. Rebound fought for in the corner. It's kept in bounds by Princeton. They throw it away. And there's a foul called as Noah Plim got the ball for Hall. And we're going to get an early reach-in foul called on the Princeton Tigers, as we're just underway, about 20 seconds into this game. No score between Princeton and Hall. Bringing the ball down for Hall is Grayson Bickett. Wears 0. You don't see too many players wearing 0.
You don't. In any sport,
No.
really.
And there's a steal. They throw it away. A steal by Jackson Mason for Princeton. There's usually always a story. If a player chooses 0, there's got to be some kind of a story behind it. Layup up and in. A chance for a three-point play for Jackson Mason for Princeton. He drove on the left side of the free throw line, put it up, and he'll go to the line for an and one. The foul called on Hall's Luke Bryant, the junior shooting guard. That's his first. So Princeton jumps out to an early lead here, 2-0. And the free throw is missed. It's fought for, and the Tigers are able to keep possession. Jumper no good, and rebound cleared by Chase Sterling this time for the home Hall Red Devils. Here comes Bickett into the front court for the Red Devils.
I just had a memory of my high school days. Follow your shot.
Yes. That shot was missed, and Princeton was able to clear the board. And here come the Tigers. Steal broke Hall. There's a jumper, no good, and a rebound comes to Luke Bryant of Hall. Luke quickly ahead. Wearing the old, I like seeing the old-fashioned kind of a wristband, it looks like. 3 was missed by Bickett. It goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it is still Hall's basketball.
I see a couple of the players with those wristbands.
Yeah, the old school. No headbands, though. No, not that old school.
Those like terry cloth ones are the ones
Yeah.
we're talking about.
Inbounding the ball for the Red Devils was Noah Plim. He throws it deep into the backcourt. Here is Bickett. Finds Luke Bryant. They go inside to Sterling. And he muscles his way up. He's a big guy. And putting it up and in is Chase Sterling. He's only a sophomore, so he can get even bigger. 6'4". And we're tied at 2, almost a couple minutes in. There's a driving Princeton Tiger player. Puts it up and in, and he's fouled. And the shot was made by Ryan Jaggers. So Jaggers will go to the line for a three-point play. Second time we've already seen tonight where Princeton has made a layup and been fouled in the active shooting, and that foul is on Noah Plim. And this time Princeton makes the free throw, and the Tigers lead 5-2 over the Red Devils. And the Red Devils with the ball.
That's a really nice scoreboard here in this gym. I know everything's brand new here, but it's really nice.
It is. They go right inside again to Chase Sterling. So I think they found something there, Jamie, with the big guy inside with Hall. He's got 2 straight baskets. By far the biggest guy on the court at 6'4", and Chase could probably play with his size, could probably suit up tomorrow in one of those football games. The shot is missed. Hall gets the rebound. Here comes Bickett quickly, and he jukes out the defender and puts it up and in off the glass. Grayson Bickett. And we got a quick timeout taken by Princeton Tigers head coach Jason Smith, because all of a sudden Hall goes on a little run there, a little 4-0 run, 2 straight baskets, and Hall leads Princeton 6-5 as we have 5:33 left in this first quarter of play. Jeremy and Jamie from Hall High School on 99.3 WAJK. Again, we'll get you some scores throughout the night, some other games. LP in Ottawa, St. Bede at Woodland on the south side of Streeter. Mendota home to Erie Prophetstown. Wilmington at Streeter. Depew home to Leland tonight. Putnam County is home to Low Point Washburn. Back here after the timeout by Princeton, the Tigers have the ball, and they'll have to go full court here. Inbounding it will be Ryan Jaggers. And he gets it to his teammate, Jack Oster. Hall with a little man-to-man pressure defense here. And Princeton does break that pressure defense. Here come the Tigers in their offense. Mason drives, and he's tripped up. So we're going to get a foul on Hall as he was tripped up going down the lane, and that's going to be on 0, Grayson Bickett. So I guess that's how you, when you're a referee, you know, when the foul's on 1, you put one finger. I guess if it's 0, you just do the fist, apparently.
I think so. We've got a little bit of time to figure it out.
Yeah. There is 0 right there with the steal. Bickett hands it off to Sterling, and, man, he's got 6 points already. Does Chase Sterling for Hall. And the Red Devils lead 8-5. Each coach is taking a timeout. There's that pressure defense. Turns into a steal. Here's Braden Curran for Hall. He's fouled. I think he was fouled before he went up for a shot. We'll see if they...
what it looked like from here, yeah.
Yeah, it should just be an inbounds, and it will be, yep. That foul, they haven't put it up on the board yet. It goes on Jack Oster of Princeton. And whistle blows again, and then we're going to rebound or inbound just from the other side of the hoop now. It was knocked out. Yeah. Knocked out of bounds, and in for Princeton is Deacon Gutshaw. And Hall inbounds it. Here's Braden Curran to Sterling out top. Down low, turnaround jumper, in and out, no good by Noah Plim. And the rebound comes to Princeton's Steele Brokaw. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first. Brokaw picks up his dribble for Princeton. Throws it in the corner to Oster. Cross-court pass, 3 on the way. No good. Shot was missed by Oster, and the rebound cleared by Hall's Braden Curran. Curran going to go coast to coast. He's cut off. Kicks it back out to Luke Bryant. In the corner, Bickett for 3. Good! Swish from Grayson Bickett in the corner. Assist Luke Bryant for Hall, and the Red Devils up 11-5 now. They're on a 7-0 run. Oh, maybe got away with the travel there, but they don't call it. Princeton still with the ball. Oster drives, kicks it out. 3 on the way is in and out. Tough miss for Princeton. Rebound Sterling. That was Ryan Jaggers who missed the shot. Here's Bickett, hands it off to Luke Bryant. Bryant double teamed, will dribble out, and the left-handed dribble, kind of setting things up here. Bickett double teamed out top to Sterling. He's in a fake, loses his footing, finds his teammate Noah Plim. Long jumper, it's short, it's missed, and rebounded by Ryan Jaggers. And here comes Princeton. Notice, Jamie, they have the shot clocks here, but no shot clocks yet in high school basketball.
Oh, yeah, they aren't ticking down, are they?
No, stuck at 35.
Say 35.
Yeah, I think next year is they're finally instituting them, I believe.
But I do like how the time of the game is above that.
Yes.
So the player always has an eye level of what's happening.
That foul, it was a shooting foul. Going to the line for Princeton is Jack Oster. So he's trying to stop this run by Hall here in this first quarter as Hall is up 11-5. Free throw, no good. And a couple substitutes in for the game. Jacob Andraki comes in for Hall for the first time, and coming in for Princeton is Julian Muha. Apologies to Julian, because I'll admit our first game with Princeton, we did not say his last name correctly.
Oh,
but
we got it right now.
We made sure to get it right tonight. That second free throw is good, and it is an 11-6 game now. That free throw was made by Jack Oster. Hall with the ball and with the lead, 11-6. Red Devils, Braden Kern, little give and go. Ball's on the floor, and it goes as a steal for Princeton. Here comes Gavin Lanham for the Tigers. And might have been steps there, travel. Looked like Deacon Gutshaw knew it as he was streaking down the lane, but kind of shuffled the feet. And turnover against Princeton, so the Red Devils will get the ball back as we are under 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. 11-6 now. Hall with the lead and with the ball. And going inside to Braden Curran with a basket. Hall's having a lot of success going down low, whether it be Sterling or that time Curran. 13-6 is the score. And another travel called on Princeton. So turnover on the Tigers, and Hall will get the ball back. Coming in for Princeton is Hayden Saylor for the first time, wearing 23. Talked about numbers, obviously 23 in basketball.
Jordan.
A very famous number.
Well, the Bulls couldn't play
And
their
LeBron, I guess.
Yeah, the Bulls couldn't play their game the other day.
Yeah, that was an odd situation. There's a steal by Princeton. Here comes baseline layup is up and good. Assist, Muha. He finds Jack Oster. And Princeton back within 5, 13-8. Yeah, condensation on the court, and they had the mops and towels and everything.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of ice under it.
Yes.
So, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, doesn't help at all. So they'll have to remake that game at some point.
But watch the transformation if you ever can.
Yeah, the time lapse of it. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's very cool.
Braden Curran, is he going to be called for a travel? Nope, he's going to be called for going to the free throw line because they drew a foul on Princeton's number 24, Ryan Jaggers. So Braden Curran will go to the line for 2. Coach Jason Smith not so sure about that foul call as he has a few words with the official. Curran's free throw is good. And back in for Princeton is Jackson Mason. Checking out is Ryan Jagers. Jackson Mason, one of the few Princeton Tigers who returned from last year as far as players that got minutes at the varsity level. This is a very young team for Princeton. Both free throws good by Braden Curran, and it is 15-8. Curran with 4 points on the night. Here's that pressure defense from Hall. Princeton gets past it this time. 3 in the corner is no good. Bounced around and in. I gave up on it too quick.
It did look like I was going to bounce right out.
Julian Muha off the bench with a 3. On the road, he got the little home court bounce there. 15-11. We got ourselves a good game here. Hall goes down. Braden Curran, left-handed jump shot, or I guess a hook shot. And you can't blame, both Princeton guys were hustling, and the one Princeton player threw it off his own teammate, but he didn't know who was behind him. So regardless, good hustle by both Jack Oster and Gavin Lanham. Hall inbounds underneath their basket up 15-10. Here's Braden Curran for the Red Devils. Down low to Bickett. He's quickly double-teamed. Kicks it out, and Draki with a 3, no good. And a rebound corralled by Saylor of Princeton. Quickly ahead is Oster for the Tigers. He kicks it out, 3 on the way, no good by Muha, and that one was rebounded by Hall's Ben Giacchetto. And here come the Red Devils. We're under a minute to play here in this first quarter. 1 minute to play, 1 minute to play. And Bickett almost throws it away. It was knocked out of bounds by Lanham for Princeton. Gino Ferrari comes back in for Hall, and checking out is Luke Bryant. 48 seconds to go. Red Devils inbound. 15-11. Let's see if Hall maybe holds the ball for the last shot or just runs their regular offense here. Bickett to Andraki. He's going to drive the baseline. Goes inside to Braden Curran. He's triple teamed. Back out to Andraki. Drives the baseline. Kicks it out and almost stolen, but stepping on the inline for Princeton was Jackson Mason. So nice defensive play by Mason, but just couldn't stay in bounds. So the Red Devils keep possession. Down to 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Andraki to inbound. He's only a sophomore for Hall. Played, and I remember seeing him in the JV game. And knocked out of bounds. Some of the Hall Red Devil fans thought there was a foul. You're just going to say it was knocked out by Jackson Mason, so Red Devils will inbound once again. See if we can go more than a few seconds without the ball being knocked out of bounds. Here is Andraki for Hall. Down to about 20 seconds left. Giacchetto with it. Andraki, free throw line elbow jumper here, no good. Rebound fought for. And Jackson Mason's going to throw it off a Hall Red Devil player. So last touch by Gino Ferrari. So Princeton, with a defensive stop there, will have the ball last. One would think this is the last possession of this first quarter. 15-11 is the score. And here we go. Princeton holding the ball for the last shot. 5 seconds, they got to go. Jagers drives, puts it up, no. And rebounded by Hall. So that's how this first quarter is going to end. A very entertaining first quarter. Princeton hanging in there. Obviously underdogs coming in against Hall at Hall High School. We've played one. It's the Red Devils 15 and Tigers 11. You're listening to Hall and Princeton boys basketball presented by The Locker Room on 99.3 WAJK. Jeremy Aiken, Jamie London back here along with Mike Sabatini as we start the second quarter of play. Hall and Princeton from Hall High School. It's 15-11. The Red Devils lead the Tigers, and here we go. Hall inbounding it, getting the ball first, and Princeton showing a little pressure defense, and it turns into a steal. What a save. Behind the back, no-look pass by Gavin Lanham, and it went right to his teammate, but I didn't quite see what they called. I guess it's back to Hall basketball, but a highlight reel save by Gavin Lanham as he went for the steal.
Yeah, look for that one on the Starbuck Media YouTube channel. That's a good one.
Red Devils, though, end up with the basketball. Here's Braden Curran, jumper, no. He tried to get his own rebound, and he eventually got it, but looked like his foot was out of bounds.
Which is the same, pretty much the same spot that happened last time we were here.
So it is 15-11, Hall with the lead, but Princeton with the ball. Here is Lanham. It cuts to the basket is Mason. They kick it out. 3 on the way in the corner. In and out, no good by Muha, and a rebound is cleared by Braden Curran for Hall. Bickett will walk it up the court for the Red Devils. 15-11 Hall as we start our Spring Valley Citibank second quarter of action. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Princeton's Jack Oster. Our local basketball program's not the only local favorites with a legacy of success for 119 years. Spring Valley Citibank's been a trusted partner in helping our community with all their banking needs. Visit their locations in Peru and Spring Valley. Spring Valley Citibank second quarter action here underway. Hall with the ball. Braden Curran, a bounce pass to Grayson Bickett. Bickett gets it over to Noah Plim. And Plim, he shuffled or dragged his pivot foot. The referee was right on that, and they call a travel on Hall. So Princeton will inbound the ball right in front of their own bench. And Hall backs off now on that pressure defense. Princeton's able just to walk it up. 15-11. Nobody has scored yet here, a minute and a half into the second quarter. It was 15-11 after 1. There we go. There's a basket driving the baseline, putting it up and in is Jackson Mason. So just like that, we have a 2-point game. Hall there for a little bit, Jamie. Looked like they were going to pull away, but then Princeton came back. And, I mean, you should expect a close game when you got two rivals like this playing. Sterling going to work. No good. And Princeton with the rebound. So the Tigers can now either tie it or take the lead if they can make a shot here.
And two teams that know their plays. You can tell that they practice the plays. No one's confused on this court at all.
Yeah, great coaching, and two teams probably that know the other team's plays quite a bit by this point because they play each other at least twice a year, and probably a lot of these kids know each other and play summer ball together, play at the Y, who knows.
Wonderful thing about small towns.
That is true. And 2 free throws coming up as Oster drove to the basket for Princeton, and he got fouled. That's trouble for Hall. That's already 2 on Chase Sterling, so we'll see if he has to go to the bench. You don't want him to pick up a 3rd foul in the first half, but so far, it does look like there's some substitutes coming in. So Coach Filippini will sit Sterling and Noah Plim. Free throw was good by Oster, and this free throw will tie it if Jack can make it for Princeton. 15-14. Second free throw, in and out. And a rebound cleared by Braden Curran. 15-14 Hall, leading here at home against Princeton. Here's Grayson Bickett out top for the Red Devils. Over to Luke Bryant. Inside, Braden Curran with it. Back out top, Luke Bryant. And they're just passing it out front. Gino Ferrari, back to Bryant, back to Bickett. Man-to-man. Actually, it looks like kind of a zone defense for Princeton right now. 3 on the way by Luke Bryant. No good. And 1 and done as the rebound is cleared by Jack Oster. Here come the Tigers. Out top, and a foul, or a travel, another travel. I didn't really see him shuffle his feet, but I'm not a referee, and that's Jacob Andraki coming in for the Red Devils.
These referees are seeing everything.
Yeah, they're calling travels, aren't they? Obviously, you're lucky to see one travel called in the NBA these days, but.
And they take like 4 steps.
I think they call it, the Euro step, which I think it's just traveling. I think we can all agree.
That's what they want to do, yeah.
Yeah, air ball on the 3, but Hall's able to run it down. Here's Luke Bryant. In the corner, Braden Curran will shoot a three. No good. And rebound cleared for Princeton. Tigers look to run. Julian Muha puts it up. No. And a rebound, Braden Curran. So back comes Hall. Back and forth now we go. 15-14 is the score. Hall is yet to score in the second quarter. And there we go, another travel. This one called on the Red Devils. Yeah, been kind of a choppy second quarter so far with turnovers. As Princeton's got the only points. They've scored 3 points this quarter.
I think the coaches are going to go over some traveling drills
Yeah.
at practice next week.
I guess we'll say we'll be on the positive side and say most of them are due to good defense.
Yes.
We'll go with that. Princeton's going to launch a three. How about that? It's good. Julian Muha with a three. And Julian's come off the bench and made 2 3-pointers. I think it's time, Jamie, for a Tana Country Services heat check for Julian Muha. Whether you're too hot or too cold, remember Tana Country Services is doing whatever it takes. A missed shot by Hall. Luke Bryant tracks it down. Braden Curran now with it for the Red Devils. Drives a wild layup. He's going to get a charge. No basket. Foul on Hall. As he went right down the lane, but a Princeton Tiger stood his ground and draws the foul.
I think they had to have some discussion on that one.
30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 17-15, it is Princeton leading Hall as we're about halfway through this second quarter. Very entertaining game. Again, it was 15-11. Hall leading after one, so Princeton has scored all 6 points in this second quarter here so far. Red Devils trying to figure out something on offense. As this looks like it's heading towards a fairly low-scoring game between these two old rivals. Princeton with the lead and with the ball, and bringing it down for the Tigers is Steele Brokaw. Brokaw hands it off to Gavin Lanham. Lanham with a little give and go, gets it back. Here's Brokaw for Princeton. Brokaw with a left-handed dribble. Out top to Lanham. Lanham will drive. Put it up and in. Nice drive and bucket by Gavin Lanham for Princeton. And right now, the Tigers getting the better of the Red Devils. Again, an 8-0 run now here in the second quarter to lead 19-15. Here's Bickett. Puts up the little short jumper. No good. Rebounded by Princeton. Jackson Mason. Here come the Tigers. Gavin Lanham driving the baseline. Kicks it out. Brokaw thought about the three. Instead, goes to Mason, who had it stolen away by Luke Bryant of Hall. Here comes Bryant, hands it off to Bickett. Bickett just bowls into his defender, says, get out of here. Here's Plim to Bryant. Wow, nice passing. And they're going to draw the foul. Really nice passing by Hall to get it down low to Ben Giacchetto, and Ben will go to the line for 2 as he was fouled. The foul basically prevented him from having a layup. It'll be on number 14, Jackson Mason of Princeton. That's only the first foul in the quarter on Princeton, but it will be 2 free throws because it was a foul in the act of shooting. First free throw, back iron, no good. As Ben Giacchetto will have one more. Gutshaw back in for Princeton, off the bench. One more coming up. Hall looking again for their first point of this Spring Valley Citibank second quarter.
There.
Now that was a better looking free throw, but just rolled out. And looks like Princeton just threw that one away. They stepped out of bounds. Didn't really look like they were being guarded that closely by Hall, but another turnover, and Red Devils going to try to take advantage. 19-15 Princeton, 2:51 to go in the Spring Valley Citibank second quarter from Hall High School. Jeremy Aiken, Jamie London here on 99.3 WAJK. Here's Luke Bryant in the corner to Noah Plim. Plim beyond the three-point line, kicks it back out top to his teammate Chevy Langham, who's in for the first time. Luke Bryant. Bickett will take a three. No good. Rebound. Luke Bryant went up against 3 Princeton Tigers. It was knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off of Princeton, I believe. So Hall will keep it. Noah Plim will inbound underneath his own basket. 2:27 to go in this first half. Here's Bickett. He'll dribble back out top, kicks it to Luke Bryant. Bryant over to Noah Plim. Plim cross court to Langham, in the corner to Bickett. Left-handed dribble, and he kicks it back out to Braden Curran. Curran with a little give and go. Oh, that's tough. Foul there in Princeton. They almost had the steal, but they'll say they were, I guess, a little too aggressive, and that foul will be called on Deacon Gutschall. So Hall will once again inbound it underneath their own basket. Red Devils scoreless in the second quarter. Just over 2 minutes to play. Plim to Bryant, and he traveled. I think when Luke got it, he thought he was going to have an easy layup, and then all of a sudden, like, 2 Tiger defenders came, and
They were right there.
yeah, it looks like, whoa, and then he traveled.
Speaking of Luke Bryant, the next season of American Idol is going to start on Monday the 26th.
Ah. We're starting to get to that point where new shows are starting up again, aren't we?
Yes, The Pit was on yesterday. Do you watch The Pit?
The Pit.
It's Noah Wiley back in the ER.
Oh, yes. No, it's on HBO, right?
Huh? Too much blood. Oh. Mike Sabatini just said
too much blood.
Too much blood.
Oh, I'm out.
But it's a fantastic show. And they just renewed it for season 3.
I'm pretty squeamish myself. So.
Oh, then yeah, you're going to hate it.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a great show.
It's fantastic.
Another turnover by Princeton, so Hall will get it. They'll have to go full length of the court right in front of head coach Mike Filippini, who's shouting out instructions. 19-15, it is Princeton leading Hall. 3 by Noah Plim, no good. Just a lid on the basket right now for the Red Devils. And
they're
here
trying.
They are, and they're getting good shots.
Oh, yeah.
Princeton now with the ball. Gavin Lanham drives. Mason drives from Lanham, and we get a foul on Hall. Is it going to be free throws? Nope, they're just going to inbound the ball. It's the second foul the night called on Noah Plim of Hall, and he'll take a seat. And Drake will come back in for the Red Devils. Yeah, this was 15-11 after 1, so it's 8-0 in the second quarter. Princeton up 10-0 now in the second quarter as a putback up by Steele Brokaw. All Princeton here in the second quarter, 21-15. The visitors leading the Red Devils. Here is Bickett. He's tripped up, no foul. Princeton gets the ball. Going the other way, Oster, and I think he traveled. Yep, he tried to fake out the defender.
But the basket did go in, but it's not.
Yeah, all for naught.
Count.
Back in for Hall is Ben Giacchetto, and taking a seat is Chevy Langham. Just over a minute to go in the Spring Valley Citibank second quarter. It's 21-19, or 21-15. Princeton with the lead. And the Red Devils with the ball. Braden Curran, jumper, good. There you go.
He knew as soon as it left his hands that sucker was going in.
Braden Curran, yeah. Confident jump shot there for Curran. And the Red Devils finally get on the board in the second quarter, down 21-17. And almost a steal by Hall, but it goes out of bounds in front of the Red Devils student section. And that's where Princeton will inbound.
The student section a little quiet.
Yeah, well, there really hasn't been much to cheer about in the second quarter. You're right. And that benefits Princeton, obviously. The quieter it is in here, the better it is if you're a Tigers fan. And the ball knocked out of bounds, so we'll just redo it again. Another
Soldier Field's going to be loud tomorrow.
Yes, it will be. Hopefully it doesn't turn quiet
yeah.
for the wrong reasons if you're a Bears fan.
Yeah, hopefully it's quiet just because we have the ball all the time.
37 seconds to go. Princeton with the ball now. And a lane was blocked. Luke Bryant with the block shot. It was Ryan Jaggers who went up for the layup, but Bryant with the block. Here comes Andraki for Hall.
And that got that student section cheering.
Yeah. Block shot usually does, and looks like Hall's going to go ahead and hold it for the last shot if they can. Wasn't looking. Andraki was looking for Curran, but Braden was looking to set a screen, had his back turned, so a turnover for the Red Devils, and Princeton's going to have the last shot of this first half. Spin move, layup. Wow, what a drive, and basket by Jack Oster. He's only a sophomore. And a shot, half-court shot at the buzzer by Andraki is no good. And it is 23-17. Princeton at the half. A big second quarter for the visiting Tigers. as they lead the Hall Red Devils 23-17 as we wrap up our Spring Valley City Bank second quarter of play. Jeremy Aiken, Jamie London here at Hall High School. We're going to come back with, we'll check some scores, some other games around the area. You're listening to Hall and Princeton boys basketball on 99.3 WAJK. Watching and listening on our Star Rock Media YouTube channel. And tonight's broadcasts are courtesy of The Locker Room. The Locker Room is your local home for all things sports, from equipment, uniforms to fan gear. It's The Locker Room. Find out more at lockerroombpb.com. Back in about 3.5 minutes. Jeremy Aiken and Jamie London back here at Hall High School, and a very entertaining performance by the Red Devils dance team. And now we got the Red Devils pep band.
There's a lot of saxophones and trumpets in this band. I love it.
I believe they're playing Billy Ray Cyrus, Achy Breaky Heart, are they not?
They are.
That's what I right away, at first I couldn't tell what it was, but then once it's like we're doing name that tune, I could name that tune. And
yeah. And Billy Ray Cyrus, he's dating somebody famous, and her name is escaping me.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
She was in. She's British.
Don't think about it, and it'll come to you.
Michael Myers. What movie was he in?
Oh, you're talking about the actor, the SNL Michael Myers guy, not the Halloween guy.
No, not the murderer.
I don't know. We'll think about it. Halftime, Mendota leading Erie Prophetstown 44-30. A low-scoring game over at LP, and on
Elizabeth Hurley. Sorry, it just came to me.
Oh. Yeah, Austin Powers movies.
Yes, Austin Powers. Thank you. Yes.
Yep, Elizabeth Hurley. Okay. LP leading Ottawa 16-10 at the half, so not many points scored in that game. And, we'll try to get some other scores from St. Bede and Woodland. Putnam counties hosting Low Point Washburn tonight. Streeter home to Wilmington. And again, once the scores come in, you can find them on our Derek Kessinger State Farm scoreboard page. Just go to starvrock.media and click the sports page, and you'll see the Starve Rock scoreboard, local scoreboard. So a lot of scores. You can imagine, Friday night in January, you're going to have a lot of high school basketball going on, and we got a great game here with Princeton and Hall. The Red Devils led after one, 15-11, but then when it was all Princeton in that second quarter, 12-2. And like you mentioned, Jamie, it wasn't like Hall was taking bad shots. They had good shots. They just weren't going in.
Yeah, and they were playing their plays. They were doing their thing. They were shooting the ball as much as they could, but that ball would just go in and right back out.
Yeah, and it's their home rims, their home court. So it was just one of those quarters, I guess you just say, we'll go back. Good thing we have 2 more quarters to go. And as bad as they shot, I guess, they didn't play bad.
No.
But as bad as they shot, they're only down by 6 points. So they're right in it, 23-17. And Hall was, of course, playing without their big guy, Chase Sterling. It did kind of seem like when he went out with those 2 fouls, Princeton did start, being more competitive. Sometimes that happens when, the big guy, the center for the other team goes out. You see it, it makes a difference, and the other team takes advantage. But I'm sure Sterling, number 32, will be back in for Hall to start the second half. And as always, whether it's the NFL, high school, whatever coaches, they're going to make adjustments on both sides. So we'll see which one makes the needed adjustments. And speaking of which, we're going to take a break. We'll come back, and we'll have our Heartland Auto Body. I honestly didn't even work in the segue, but it just happened. The Heartland Auto Body second half adjustment will be coming up after this. Jeremy Aiken, Jamie London here at Hall High School. A great night for high school hoops. And we got Princeton with a lead so far through one half, 23-17. Back with our second half adjustment after this. Jamming out here at Hall High School with the Hall Pep Band, and we're having some fun trying to name that tune.
You got this one.
Yeah, Aerosmith with Dude Looks Like a Lady. Jamie had the first one well before I did with Billy Ray Cyrus and Achy Breaky Heart, but gotta love it. Yeah, just kind of playing some. I guess when I came here, I didn't think, a pep band would be playing Dude Looks Like a Lady and Achy Breaky Heart.
Yeah.
I guess we're turning back the clock a little bit tonight. I mean, obviously none of the kids in the band were even alive when either one of those songs were even.
No, in my pep band, I remember we played Windy. Everyone knows it's
the
windy.
association, yeah.
And we had Boot Scoot and Boogie.
All right.
We did that one.
Is that John Anderson?
Boots Good. No, it's Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn. Okay,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Was John Anderson the one? Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Another. Okay.
No.
I thought it was going to be
Travis Tritt.
Oh yes.
John Anderson is Straight Tequila Night.
There we go.
Okay.
Travis Tritt also sung Trouble.
Yes, I know my country music. I don't know
That's why. Yeah.
basketball.
Obviously, I know some old country, but I just don't have the artists correct with the songs. So we're back here, and we're ready to go here for the second half. It will be Princeton basketball. When we have our next stoppage, we'll go ahead and talk about our Heartland Auto Body second half adjustment. We got too much into the music. I forgot about the second half adjustment, so we'll get back to it. Basketball here on 99.3 WAJK. Here's Brokaw, finds Jackson Mason back out top to Brokaw. Hall kind of in a zone defense, changing it up a little bit, and ball's on the floor, and pass back out to Lanham for Princeton over to Oster. Oster had a really nice first half with 6 points for Princeton. Now top to Lanham. Princeton working the ball around. 40 seconds in, we haven't had a shot yet. Yeah, no shot clock. So they would have had to have taken a shot by now if we had the shot clock going. Very deliberate, taking their time. 3 on the way, Jackson Mason in and out, no good. Rebound, Lanham up and in. He got wide open all alone. And the Princeton senior with the putback. And
So
Princeton
the
is up by
ball
8.
will go in this basket.
Yeah, I
we know it.
Princeton's like, what's the problem here? They make their very first shot. Well, second shot, I guess Princeton had. Went right in there. Ball knocked out of bounds. Hall will keep it, inbounding in front of their student section.
Which, again, they're quiet right now.
Yeah, they have not had much. They had that block shot. I remember you remarked about that. That was probably the last time. And Braden Curran had his shot blocked. Kicks it out. Bickett for 3. No. Hall just struggling from the field here. But they're able to maintain possession. In the corner, Noah Plim for 3. Good.
There it goes.
Maybe that'll be the shot that Hall needed to get their offense going. Noah Plim with his first 3 points of the night. Princeton breaks the press. Bounce past Jackson Mason up and in. The Tigers have come to play here tonight. And they lead 27-20.
It might be a little higher scoring game than we thought.
Maybe, yeah. Definitely higher scoring than the LP Ottawa game that was 16-10 at the half.
Oh, wow.
A defensive struggle. And ball knocked out of bounds. Hall with it. Braden Curran, he missed the shot. It looked like most people weren't even ready to go there. Hall kind of quick inbounded it. Red Devils get the offensive rebound, though. Bickett with the drive. Bounce pass into Sterling. Puts it up and no good. I mean, that one went down and came back out.
Yeah, that looked like a perfect textbook shot right there.
And still just wouldn't go down for Hall. They got to try to avoid getting discouraged, but it's going to be tough not to. Lanham dribbles into a double team. They kick about out. Brokaw for 3, no good. Rebound Sterling. He was wide open, just missed it.
Hall's doing everything right. That ball's just not going in.
And they trail by 7, 27-20. The Red Devils with the ball. Here is Bickett. Between the legs dribble, bounce pass, and it's knocked away, stolen by Princeton. Out to Oster with the layup, and he's got 8 now for the Tigers. 29-20, the lead back to 9. Coach Filippini just kneeling down on the sideline. Not much to say right now for Hall.
Yeah, the coaches are very calm tonight, too. They're not running up and down and screaming.
Plim misses the 3. Ball batted around. And Braden Curran got the loose ball. Goes up. He's fouled. So Curran for Hall will shoot 2 free throws. And Jack Oster will get called for the foul. His second. Oster with 8 points. He's the high scorer in this game. Free throw good by Curran. 29-21 now. Second free throw coming up for Curran. It is rolls around, no good. So he gets 1 of 2.
Story of their life tonight.
Yeah, 1 of 2 if they're lucky, I guess, yeah. Little bounce pass, missing a layup was Ryan Jaggers. He would have liked to have that one back. Just doesn't go down. Of course, that was at the basket that is in front of us, and it's been unkind to the players tonight. Red Devils with the rebound and with the ball. Here is Sterling. No-look pass into Curran, and we're going to get a foul. It'll be an inbounds, not a shot, not a shooting foul.
They may want to check and see if that rim is bent.
Yeah, they may.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, not even exaggerating.
Noah Plim with it for Hall. Takes the jumper. Good.
See, they go right in over there.
know.
I don't understand it.
Hall will take it, and they're down by 6 now. 29-23. Mason fakes the three, drives baseline, puts it up and in. What a move by Jackson Mason for Princeton.
Okay, that one went in, so.
Yeah, that was a great move. That was a highlight reel move right there by Mason. 31-23. Here comes Grayson Bickett. Spin move for Hall. Bounce pass to Plim. A little give and go to Bickett. Bickett down low. Had it knocked away. He'll go up with it. Off the glass and in. He wanted a foul. Doesn't get it. Does get the basket, though. 31-25 now. Princeton with the 6-point lead as scoring has picked up a little bit. Brokaw is going to go to the line for 2 as Bickett reached in. And Brokaw, Steele will go to the line with 2 free throws coming up.
If that wasn't a foul, I thought that was going to be a travel, so. We haven't had one of those calls yet.
We had plenty in the first half, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Not in the second half so far. Knock on wood.
2 free throws coming up for Steele Brokaw. And first free throw is good. And in case you're wondering, Jamie, yes, Steele's first name is spelled just like the steel, like the tools. S-T-I-H-L. Yeah, the company.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
And Brokaw's second free throw is there, no good, so 1 out of 2. And Curran with the rebound.
So just like me, he can't find pencils really with his name on it, but he can
guess so.
find chainsaws.
Yeah. Pretty cool to have your name on a chainsaw.
Right?
Here is Luke Bryant to Noah Plim. Down low to Sterling. They're going to call a bump before the shot, so Hall will inbound the ball. That's a foul on Princeton. It'll be on Ryan Jaggers.
Yeah, with 2 eyes and Jamie, I understand a name that's a little out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Here's Noah Plim. He's going to shoot a 3. Good. That's Noah's second 3 of the second half. And that means it's time for a heat check, whether you're too hot or too cold. Remember, Town and Country Services is doing whatever it takes. Noah Plim with a big 3 for Hall. Rebound the other way. Princeton misses the shot. Red Devils rebound. It's down to a 4-point lead. And here come the Red Devils. They're going to get the hot hand. Noah feeling it. Oh, can't get it to go. That would have got this place going. But there's a rebound put up and in by Sterling. And it's going to be a full timeout. Let's take one with them as Hall has crept back within 2. 32-30. Princeton over Hall, but the Red Devils making a run on 99.3 WAJK. We're back after the timeout. Princeton with the basketball, leading by only 2 now, 32-30 over Hall. Here's a drive by Mason, kind of out of control, and he had it stolen away by the Red Devils. Red Devils can tie or take the lead. Bickett, Noah Plim thought about the three, instead takes the short jumper, no. Sterling gets the rebound, gets thrown to the floor. Bryant shoots the three, no good. Sterling another rebound. I think they're going to get him on an over the back maybe on the rebound. Let's see if it is. Yeah, that's his third foul.
So he better tread lightly here.
Yeah, because looks like the coach is going to keep him out there, Jamie. So, yeah, he's got to be careful. Because he's been a big difference maker underneath for Hall, as Sterling. But it's tough playing with 3 fouls with still more than a quarter to go in the game. And you got to think Princeton is going to try to do what they can to get him to get a 4th foul. Here is Brokaw out top to Lanham. Spin move at the free throw line. Lanham looking for teammates, finds Jackson Mason. Here is Muha with it. Over to Mason, cut off on the baseline, and it's a turnover again for Princeton. Here comes Luke Bryant. Hands it off to Plim, back to Bryant, layup up and in. Nice play between Bryant and Plim. And Luke has his first 2 points of the night.
Hall likes that side a lot better than this side.
Yes. Yeah, we're tied up at 32. Red Devils, I think at one they were down by more than in double figures, double digits at one time.
Yeah, it's not really a back and forth game. It's a Hall game and then a Princeton game.
Yeah, and there's Hall's got the better of it right now. Another steal for the Red Devils. It's Sterling. Bickett out top beyond the three-point arc, inside to Sterling. Up and in off the glass, and how about that? The Red Devils now lead 34-32. So they've come out of the locker room a totally different team here. They were down 23-17 at the half. And that ball is knocked out of bounds off Hall. Princeton will inbound. Coach Jason Smith talking to his players. Kind of searching for answers right now is the Princeton coach.
Yeah, he looked a little upset going into that timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, his team has given up its lead. And the home Red Devils up 34-32. But Princeton can tie or take the lead here. And instead, they're going to, they almost throw the ball away. They're able to get it back. Jaggers out top to Lanham, a little give and go out top. 3 on the way. Muha, no good. Short. Rebound fought for, and I think a last touch by Bickett, and it'll be out of bounds off Hall. So we're down to 22.5 seconds left, so Princeton can hold it for the final shot if they choose. Hall's going to make a last-second substitution. Gino Ferrari.
And there's some wetness on the field, so we're going to, on the court, so we're going to.
Condensation, yeah.
We're going to take care of that.
One of the officials using a towel to wipe it up. Yeah, you can hear those sneakers from up here squeaking.
They're squeaking. And we did talk about the United Center. The Bulls couldn't play their game the other day. Same reason, except theirs was coming up from underneath.
Inbounding, and there's a steal. Luke Bryant speeds ahead for Hall, lays it up and in. All of a sudden, Luke Bryant with 4 points here.
And he practices those on his own.
Oh, yeah. 36-32, 5 seconds left. Oster drives, it's knocked away, stolen. And Hall's going to fling a three-quarter court shot. It's well short. The Red Devils rally in a big way. They were down 23-17 at the half, and Princeton actually got their lead up to double digits at one point in that third quarter, but Hall goes on a run, and they lead 36-32, coming back with the fourth and final quarter after this. Jamie and Jeremy with Mike Sabatini here at Hall High School, Red Devils in Princeton. 8 more minutes to go on 99.3 WAJK. Back here at Hall High School as we're setting up to have a great finish. It is 36-32 Hall over Princeton as we begin our Spring Valley City Bank fourth quarter of play. And with the ball to inbound will be Hall. 36-32 they lead. They outscored Princeton in that third quarter 19-9.
And with the way the game's going, you don't know who's going to win this quarter.
No, it's been, like you said, kind of one quarter goes Hall's way. The next quarter it's all Princeton. And we get a jump ball. So Princeton will have the ball here. So Hall comes up empty during their first possession of this fourth and final quarter. So the Tigers looking to get back control of this game as they controlled most of the second quarter and no doubt at least about half of the third quarter until Hall really turned it on late in that third quarter. There's a three by Muhai. He's wide open, puts it up and in. He made a couple threes early in the night, and he's up to 9 now on the night.
And Princeton doesn't look panicked. Everybody looks calm and collected, and they know what they have to do.
Princeton steps up the defense here a little bit, trying to speed up Hall. Bryant with a cross-court pass to Bickett. Noah Plim for three. Front iron, no good. Rebound cleared by Muha for Princeton. So, as Jamie mentioned, Princeton keeping their calm as they got a chance to take the lead back. If they can make a bucket here, they're only trailing by one, 36-35. We're just over a minute into this Spring Valley City Bank fourth and final quarter, but who knows, we may have extra basketball. We did in the JV game. It went overtime. Here is Mason looking to drive, still looking, drives into a double team, and before the jump ball, they're going to say a travel. So turnover for Princeton. Hall will have the ball back with 6:39 to go and a 36-35 lead.
And that's the first travel call of the second half, but we had quite a few in the first half.
Yeah. Bringing the ball down is Bickett for Hall. Grayson with 7 points on the night. Passes it to Braden Kern with 7 as well. Jumper by Bickett, no good. Putback, Luke Bryant. Bryant had nothing, no points in the first half, and he's got 6 big points here in the second half as Hall has taken back their 3-point lead, 38-35. Here's Oster over to Jackson Mason. Mason with a left-handed dribble. Got Shaw out top, passes it over to Jaggers. Jaggers with a right-handed dribble. Puts it up, no, a little contact, but no foul called. Rebound Hall. Here come the Red Devils. Bickett. Sterling going to the basket, left it short. And rebound cleared by Princeton's Jack Oster. Here come the Tigers. Oster looking to drive, passes it to Saylor. Kind of a tough pass to handle, but Princeton's able to keep possession. Here's Oster out top. Oster, a really talented looking sophomore. He's going to be a good player, get even better, of course, as he gets more games underneath him. And here is Oster, the sophomore for Princeton. Left-handed dribble, going to drive, double teamed. Kicks it out. Good defense right now played by Hall. Princeton really can't get anything going. And the fans are the student section noticing it. They're giving applause to this Hall defense. Princeton still just unable to find an opening on offense. And there's a steal.
There it goes.
Braden Kern with the steal, going to go coast to coast, up and in. Yeah, that was just great defense, Jamie, by Hall, and it turned into a steal and 2 points.
They were listening to their fans.
Yes, they were. They were feeding off their student section there. And here's a drive by Saylor, kicks it out to Mason. Hall is up by 5, 40-35. Mason drives and it's knocked away by Curran, but Braden's foot was out of bounds.
And he tried to jump back in all sneakily.
Yeah.
He caught you though, kiddo.
Yeah, the officials have been right on it here tonight.
And fair calling on both
yeah.
sides every time.
Yeah, I haven't, and like you said, Jamie, neither coach has really, laid into a referee at all.
No.
They've just been kind of stoic on the sideline for the most part tonight. And there is a foul, and there we go. A foul on Noah Plim. No argument on Hall's end with that foul call. A substitute for Princeton. Get up here and take a picture for a second.
And ball goes out of bounds there.
Yeah, another out of bounds. Inbounds. We've had a lot of inbounds plays underneath the basket as both of these teams have done a good job just kind of getting their hands in the passing lanes. Red Devils and Tigers, presented by the Locker Room. Here's Oster. He did a lot of that in the first half, but no good. He had a good look. And like we saw with Hall on this, and in the first half, ball just bounced out. And rebound Red Devils. And they turn it over. Here comes Princeton. Mason, oh, he lost it, but the official's going to call a foul.
Oh, yeah, he reached around there.
So good call, yeah.
Yeah, that was clear.
That's the third foul on Bickett of Hall. He's got 7 points on the night. Leading scorer for Hall, Braden Curran with 9. Leading scorer for Princeton, off the bench, Julian Muha with 9. All of those are 3 3-pointers, and he's going to take another one. Got it! Wow! He's got 12 points. All are 3-pointers. And we're going to keep it right here. A quick 30-second timeout.
That's impressive.
I'm glad I double-checked Julian's last name before the game. Maybe I brought good luck. As, yeah, he's come off the bench, Jamie, and had 4 3-pointers tonight. And he's only a freshman.
Oh, wow.
So even more impressive.
He's got a long career ahead of him.
Yeah, so the future is bright for Princeton when you got Julian Muha with 12, and you got another freshman, Jack Oster, who has 8 points tonight. So Princeton, you know, it's one of those things where a young team, you kind of take your lumps maybe this year, but then you get better as the games go by and the years go by. So they're right in this one. It's down to a 2-point lead for the Red Devils, 40-38. Red Devils, after the timeout, get the ball here. And bringing it up is Braden Curran. Next point for Curran will put him in double figures. He's got 9. Here's Luke Bryant. Picks up his dribble. Hands it off to Grayson Bickett. Bickett out top, left-handed dribble. Princeton in a 2-3 zone defense. And we got a foul, or...
What do we have there?
It was an official away from... I guess we got a timeout by Hall. Okay. Just a quick timeout. Coach Filippini just must not have liked what he saw from his offense. And he asked for a quick 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 40-38 it is Hall leading Princeton. Again, the JV game went to overtime as well. Very competitive games. And I was told that behind us, the freshman game, I guess, was a very close game as well between Hall and Princeton. We do have some finals here. LP did beat Ottawa tonight, 45-37. Woodland beat St. Bede, 59-54. And Mendota got a win over Erie Prophetstown, 70-60.
High-scoring game right there.
Yeah, that's a high-scoring game for sure compared to the majority of our other games tonight. And there was a shot. Braden Curran off the inbounds. He's got 11 now, and that puts Hall up by 4, 42-38. A reach in, and that'll be the 4th foul on Sterling of Hall, number 32. So we talked about he had to watch himself, and he reached in and got his 4th foul. Now, there's only 3 minutes and 15 seconds left, so I'm guessing he'll stay in probably at this point. 42-38, Hall over Princeton. Lanham thought about taking the 3 for the Tigers. Left-handed drive, kicks it out. 3 on the way by Muha. Good! Wow, what a game for him. He's got 15 now.
And he's a freshman?
He's a freshman, yeah. Obviously a leading contender for our Illinois Valley Credit Union Player of the Game. So is Noah Plim. He's like, you can do it, I can do it too. Noah Plim with a big 3. He's got 11 now. That's a big answer for Hall to come right back. And kind of disheartening if you're Princeton. You get back within 1, and then Hall comes down and gets back within 4. Lanham drives. Going to get a jump ball, I think. Yeah, we are. In possession arrow. Points to Hall. So that works just as well as a turnover. As Lanham got into traffic there. So Curran and Plim leading Hall with 11 points. And Julian Muha with 15 off the bench. 5 3-pointers for Princeton. Still a lot of play, a lot of game to go here. 2:15 to go in the Spring Valley Citibank fourth quarter. Hall going to take their time, really. I mean, there's no need for them to rush. And Princeton hasn't even committed a foul, so Sterling goes to work, misses the short shot, and he falls down but is able to get the rebound. Bickett, layup good.
So all that worth it?
Yeah, that was big offensive rebound. Hall got a second chance at it, and they lead by 6. Drive, Oster, no, but he's going to go to the line, fouled. And that's going to be the 4th foul on Hall's Grayson Bickett. It'll be a 2-shot foul. Big free throws coming up here for Hall, or for Princeton. Jack Oster. Oster's been stuck on 8 points for quite a while.
And it doesn't look like anyone's coming into the game, so we're going to keep this current set of players here.
Yeah, I think both coaches are going to go with, like you said, Jamie, the guys that are out there right now. Big free throw miss.
Oh, no, somebody's coming in.
As soon as I say that. Steele Brokaw comes back in, and I would assume a quick rest for Jackson Mason for Princeton. And get some water, some Gatorade in the system here.
Need those electrolytes.
Yeah. And second free throw is good. So Oster gets 1 out of 2. He's got 9 points on the night. And Princeton may start fouling here, as they're trailing by 5. That'll be Julian Muha with his first foul. Again, Hall won't shoot free throws, though, until Princeton racks up 5 fouls, and they only have 1 so far. And there's a second. So that appears to be their strategy. They're going to try to get enough fouls where Hall has to go to the free throw line. I guess if they don't, then Hall can just hold the ball, and that's the what you do. You either foul them, or Hall will just hold on to the ball and hold on to this lead.
Yep, because those shot clocks aren't working right now.
Yeah, no shot clock. Still stuck at 35. Hall's ready for whenever they decide to use the shot clock. And they pass it down to Luke Bryant. Bryant with the dribble out to Bickett. Down to 130. There's a reach in, and we're going to get a foul. Princeton's kind of taking a chance, so it's like we might as well reach in, and if they call a foul, oh well, but maybe we'll get a steal out of it. 3 fouls now on Princeton. Oh, there's a layup. Braden Curran got free, and Curran puts it up and in.
Well, that worked against them.
Yeah, the lead up to 7 now, 49-42. Layup, Oster got it to go. Oster now in double figures with 11. Not over yet, 49-44, minute to go. Bickett with a shot. Made it, not sure that's what Coach Filippini wanted, but Bickett gets the 2 points. He's got 11 now.
And with that tight man-to-man coverage.
Oh, guess who? Muha again, Jamie, with another 3. He's got 18 points. Definitely a ton of Country Services heat check with the freshman for Princeton. Julian Muha, and that's a timeout taken. We'll keep it right here. So what we got 51 seconds to go, and it is Hall 51, Princeton 47. Hall with the basketball. Jeremy Aiken, Jamie London on 99.3 WAJK. And of course, we're on the Star Rock Media YouTube channel. Mike Sabatini behind the camera. And college football playoff tonight. Apparently, the Indiana Hoosiers, if you still weren't believers, they're beating the Oregon Ducks at half, 35-7.
35-7?
Yeah, at the half. So,
oh my gosh.
I mean, one would think Indiana, it's their national championship to lose at this point. They're blowing everybody out. So, not much of a game in tonight's college football semifinal in the Peach Bowl, I think it is.
And college conferences now are so weird.
Yeah, Oregon and Indiana are both in the Big Ten.
I know, it's so strange to even think about.
The Big Ten with 18 teams
yes.
or whatever.
It used to be 10, we swear.
Yeah, a long time. But boy, I can't even remember when it was 10. It was a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Before any of these players, I think, were born, it was the Big Ten.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah.
Their parents were little ones.
That's scary.
I know.
That's scary to think. And we got a reach in. Oh, almost a steal by Princeton's Oster, but they will call the reach in. And that's the 4th foul. So the next foul by Princeton will lead to free throws for the Red Devils. 51-47 Hall. Here is Noah Plim.
And 45 seconds left in the game.
He's having trouble, and there's a reach in. There's going to be a foul. And the foul goes against Princeton Oster. So Noah Plim will walk to the free throw line. That's Oster's 4th foul. So big free throws here the rest of the way. Noah Plim with 11. Tied with Braden Curran. Or he's actually tied with Bickett for 2nd on the team in scoring. Braden Curran leads the way with 13. And that free throw is good by Plim. He's made big shot after big shot tonight for Hall. This one to make it a 6-point lead if Noah can get this one. It is up and no good. We've seen a lot of 1 out of 2s from the free throw line tonight. Here comes Princeton down 5. Still plenty of time. Oster going to drive. He's fouled and he made the shot. So Princeton is now down by 3, and they have a free throw coming up to make it a 2-point game potentially.
And we do have a substitution.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of, I think maybe some guys to come in just for defense, some guys to come in just for offense. The proverbial wheels are turning with the coaches here. Yeah, and another sub coming in for Princeton. After this free throw by Oster is no good. Rebound on the court, and I guess we're going to get a reach-in foul on Oster. Luke Bryant a little slow to get up. He's okay. Struggling a little bit. Gonna feel it in the morning, I guess. When and oh, that's tough for Princeton. Oster's going to foul out with 13 points on the night. So great night for Jack Oster, but he picked up his 5th foul there. As Jamie and I have been talking about young stars really for Princeton. Oster's only a sophomore, and Muha is only a freshman. They're the 2 leading scorers tonight for Princeton. Here's Luke Bryant. He's a senior. It's good. Luke had no points in the first half, but he's got 7 now, looking for 8 if he can make this big free throw. I can hear the Hall fans saying no fouls. So there you go again, 1 out of 2, 1 out of 2. Rebound for Princeton. They're trailing by only 4. Oh, and he made the 3, but they called it travel.
Oh, no.
That one was a little close, I guess. 24.4 seconds left. That's a turnover, a big turnover by Princeton. And we got another quick timeout for Hall, I think.
Princeton, their football team was pretty young.
Yeah,
This season too. I think they had a lot of graduating seniors last year.
Still made the playoffs.
Yeah.
But the future is still bright. The cupboard definitely not empty by any means. With football having a good year and the basketball team, some people might have thought probably Hall would have blew them out tonight, but obviously Princeton's been in there, and in fact, Princeton has led a big part of this game. But Hall kind of seized control at the end of the 3rd quarter, and they're really at this point having to hang on. And it's still not over by any means, as Hall's only up by 4 with 24.4 seconds to go. Again, our next broadcast on Starved Rock Media will be back on WLPO tomorrow afternoon, a Saturday matinee with a really good game, arguably the 2 best teams in our area, with Mendota and LP playing at LP tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Check it out, 2:45 pregame coverage on WLPO on the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel as well. And then we'll be right back Tuesday night for LP and Streeter basketball from Popsdale Gymnasium down in Streeter on Tuesday night. But let's finish business here. Hall up by 4, and we got a foul on the inbounds. Noah Plim was fouled by Deacon Gutshaw of Princeton. And Plim will go back to the line for Hall. Noah's got 12 on the night.
And the game tomorrow should get done just in time for Bears
Yes.
football over on 96.5 The Wolf. Pregame at 5.
Yeah, pregame show should almost lead right into the pregame festivities.
Yeah.
Get your pregame food ready. Do you have any particular favorites, like the Bears food that you eat, wings, or do you have a favorite? Or I guess I should ask, anything superstitiously that you're going to do tomorrow before the game, eat, wear?
Well, I was at the Bears-Lions game, and I wore my Fensick jersey, so I'm not going to wear my Fensick jersey.
Okay, all right.
They lost.
Yep.
So, Urlacher it is. Urlacher or Olsen?
All right. Shot is missed. All good choices, and the ball goes out of bounds. Princeton will keep the ball here.
Is that it? Well, yeah, I've got a Mac jersey or a Kwiatkowski. They haven't played in a while. So.
Yeah. Timeout by Princeton. And they take a full timeout. Let's take a full one with them. It is 55-51 with 7 seconds to go. We'll wrap up the game. Coming back after this. Back at Hall High School, and the Red Devils inbound the ball, and we got an immediate foul on Princeton. And going back to the line will be Noah Plim for the Red Devils.
These last few seconds are going to be pretty aggressive, I think.
Yeah, this could really, though, put it away. There's only 6 seconds to go. And Noah Plim, who has 14 points, got 15 now. He keeps adding to his leading total for the Red Devils. He's made some big threes, some big free throws for Hall. And, yeah, nothing but net there, automatic. And the Red Devils lead by 6 with 6 seconds to go. Here comes Princeton. Steele Brokaw going to fire a 3. No good. Brokaw's own rebound up. No good, and that's where we're going to end. Hall wins, but boy, it was not easy at all, as their rival, the Princeton Tigers, really make them earn this one, as Hall holds off Princeton in the end, 57-51. We'll come back with some final scoring totals after this. Jeremy Aiken, Jamie London on 99.3 WAJK. Final score, it is Hall 57, Princeton 51. And some of your final scoring totals for this game. Well, first the quarter scoring. First quarter, Hall led 15-11, but then Princeton outscored Hall 12-2 in that second quarter to take a 23-17 halftime lead. But then Princeton kind of flipped the script in the third. As Jamie mentioned, it was just kind of, they kind of took turns dominating quarters, and Hall outscored Princeton in the third 19-9. And then it was an even fourth quarter, 21-19. Hall outscored Princeton to win 57-51. Hall scoring in this one. Noah Plim led the way with 16 points. Braden Kern with 13. Grayson Bickett with 11. And Chase Sterling had 10. So 4 players from the Red Devils in double figures. What a night for the freshman from Princeton. He came off the bench, Julian Muha, with 6 3-pointers, and he finished with 18 points. So one other Tiger in double figures, and that was Jack Oster, who had 13. So final score, 57-51, Hall over Princeton. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with your Illinois Valley Credit Union Player of the Game after this on 99.3 WAJK and the Star Rock Media YouTube channel. Jeremy Aiken, Jamie London back here at Hall High School, where the Red Devils won a very competitive game, a very entertaining game tonight in boys basketball, 57-51 over Princeton. And time now for our Illinois Valley Credit Union Player of the Game. Player of the Game brought to you by IVCU and Peru and Princeton. Become a member today and unlock all the financial services that IVCU has to offer. And yeah, I was ready to give it just to one player, but you're right, Jamie, with the way a few players on each team stood out tonight. I don't think there's anything wrong doing a co-player of the game, right?
No, and it's Princeton, it's Spring Valley, they're local.
Yeah.
We got to do one of each, and they deserve it.
Yeah, and starting with Princeton, the freshman. He came off the bench, didn't even start for Princeton tonight. He came off the bench and hit 6 3-pointers. Julian Muha. So Julian Muha, congratulations. A co-Illinois Valley Credit Union Player of the Game. And for Hall, Noah Plim. Noah actually answered a couple of his big threes with his own threes. And down the stretch, Plim had some big free throws. Really, that was the difference where it enabled Hall to pull away. Because I know you watch so many basketball games where if you miss free throws at the end, a lot of times the other team comes back and seizes control of the game. But Hall did what they needed to do to win tonight.
Yes, they did. And that third quarter made such a difference.
Yeah.
Without that quarter, who knows?
Right, as bad as the second quarter as they had.
Yeah.
They had just as a good third quarter. And, yeah, they only scored 2 points. I think their one basket came with like 30 seconds left in the second quarter.
It was at the very end of the first half, yeah.
But like Jamie said, that third quarter they made up for it, outscoring Princeton 19-9. So, yeah, they made up. Basically, it basically canceled out that second quarter for Hall because they got outscored by 10 in the second and then came out and outscored Princeton by 10 in the third. So Red Devils make enough shots to win tonight by a score of 57-51. We'll take one final break, and we'll wrap things up here from Spring Valley Hall High School, where, again, Hall picks up a win in conference play 57-51 over Princeton.